So I think we are just checking to make sure that it works tonight. Not sure if we're actually going to start right now. I guess it's probably 7. Yeah, we got 2 minutes. So right at this moment, yeah, we're just checking it. So it looks like we're good there. Check one other place. Yeah, we are good everywhere. It looks like. Okay. Hello. So we'll start a couple minutes early. Welcome to our Monday night live divine energy flow session, and so happy to have you here. If you are joining us live, let us know like where you're joining from, and like if you're on YouTube or Facebook, and uh or what. And if you are not, just to kind of let you know, if because we do have, yeah, and the links are going up now. If you are watching us from YouTube, go ahead and like the Facebook pages, because we have we have the Divine Energy Flow um, Facebook, and the Call to Awakening, which has completely different things on it. The Call to Awakening has more stuff than just the Divine Energy Flow that's going there. So you'll get more out of, the pages. Also, the YouTube channels, like on my YouTube channel, it's just Carla Romero Crochet. I'll talk about a lot of different things than the what I'm talking about here. Also, same thing with Call to Awakening's YouTube channel. They have really like the Michael that like does the videos and all this really does a fabulous job. Like there's really some beautiful videos on the Call to Awakening YouTube channel. Really beautiful videos. So, we are going to breathe a few times, and then we're going to get started. So tonight, excuse me, I just did some hape, and so my nose may be, I'm just kind of blowing it. All right. So let's take a couple deep breaths. Happy Monday. I'll honor you for being here and for trusting me with your time. I will try to make it worth it. And today is the second episode of Earth School. So Earth School, we started a few weeks ago, and then we had a week in between there where I didn't do a live. And then we had last week, which I did, and I did this exact same topic, but for some reason it didn't work. So doing it over. All right, so let's take a few deep breaths. Let's just try to get really, really, get my volume up. Just try to get really, really present to the moment. Try to make this like your weekly relaxed time, and just pay attention, be present. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments. If you're watching it live, that it would be great to be able to answer some questions in the comments. And if you're watching this later, then go ahead and still ask questions, and one of us will get back and answer you. If it's not myself, then it's somebody that then it would be the other admins on the page. So let's take some deep breaths. We're going to count to 4 with a deep breath in through the nose. We're going to hold for about 2 seconds and then breathe it out with a sigh. So just for in case you had a stressful Monday, I sort of had a little bit of a interesting weekend with a lot of emotions. So I need this too. And just to let y'all know, like, this is my also like my time, honestly, to really just become present into the moment, and just to honor myself, and to just honor this whole process in life itself. Because I'm not able to just sit a whole lot throughout my day. So let's breathe in through the nose, count to 4, hold, and out with a sigh. And again. And out. for one more time. Big deep breath in, hold, and out. Let's just be here now in this moment. Remember that there is no such thing as time. So all there really is this moment. I'm going to remind y'all of this every time we do this, probably because it's something that needs to be reminded of, because we live in this seemingly linear time space reality where there's a past and a future. Um, but it's not really how it works in the grand scheme of things. So let's stay here right now, and we will just focus on this moment. Try to not have anything else on your mind. Like, just let everything go. It's just for an hour. You can pick it all back up after you're finished. Just kind of like drop the baggage off at the door, and you can pick it up if you'd like after the video and when you leave. Okay, so episode 2 of Earth School. This is really kind of fun for me. I do love, like, I really enjoy the whole concept of this Earth School and of this whole human existence and what we're here to do and why. And there's so much talk about purpose and why and all this stuff. And I mean, honestly, no one will really know everything until they die. Like, until you go back to it, you really won't know for sure any of this. So, um, the information, the way that I get this information, I've read so many books and seen so many videos, and all of the channeled information, like the raw material, the Law of One, Dolores Cannon, all of these super advanced, Bashar, all of these super advanced channelings from interdimensional beings, from just higher dimensional beings. They all sort of say the same thing. And so that's why it really resonates with me. It makes complete sense. And when I really look and dig deep into myself, I find that this is the truth. So, um, the first episode, we went over like consciousness, like what is the state of consciousness? What is, God as the all, the everything, what is all that? So we kind of went over all that in the first episode. Um, we talked briefly about, I do have like a little thing that I'm kind of like going off of a little bit, just so that I don't miss anything. And went over levels of consciousness. So like levels would be something like victimhood mentality. That's a consciousness. That's like a dense field sort of that you're in. Um, Another level of consciousness would be a higher, you have all of the emotional scale, and most of the emotions are like that's what makes up your energy, your emotions, your beliefs, your programs, the things that you were taught, the things that you've been through, the things that you're meant to sort of go through in this lifetime, in this journey here, this time on Earth. So we talked a lot about that last time, and I sort of went over some of the things that I'll go over tonight, but I think that they're very, very important, and it just could take another go over, especially since it's been a couple of weeks. So, purpose of life. We have this assumption that the purpose of life is, I'm sorry, I keep looking up here. It's like I keep getting all these weird emails, and it just keeps, and I wanted to switch this to make sure that we were still good and everything was still good working on the video. So excuse that. So we tend to think that we have like this life purpose, like this one thing that we are supposed to do. And maybe some people do, like before you come here, um, You sort of make an agreement with a pack of people, like your soul tribe, your close soul tribe, like your family, your best friends, the people that are super significant in your life. You made agreements before you came here that this is these were gonna be the themes that you play out. And the bottom line of it is evolution, which we'll talk about in a little while. But the purpose of life literally is to just experience, is to just live. There's no, when it comes to, so in the first episode, we talked about how God or source energy, the grand energy, the consciousness of all of this that we're all in, okay? We talked about how that consciousness just wants to experience, doesn't care what it experiences, doesn't care if it's good to our egoic mind, doesn't care if it's bad to our egoic mind, it doesn't care. And it has to be both polarities. So it has to be good stuff and it has to be good stuff and bad stuff. Things that feel good to us and things that feel bad to us, because good and bad is really not real. Like I just said, it's all about experiences. Okay. Experiences. So all types of experiences is what we're here to do. So if you've gotten your heart completely smashed and wrecked by someone, guess what? You are living. You have had an experience, and that experience is what you're here to do. If you've been in love and just swept off your feet magically, just like completely in love and with someone, congratulations. That is what you're here to do as well. If you've been felt shame, if you've been shamed, if you've been done something that you perceive wrong or bad or whatever, and you feel guilt, guess what? Congratulations. Like all of it is good. All of it is in a balance in the grand scheme of things, in the cosmic, in the whole thing. Like we're just this little thing. We're just a little dot. And really, um, really, we just this what we're going through, as much as it matters so much to us, it really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. It's just about experience. What did I say in the first one? Ah, shoot. See, okay. Um, I'll probably remember it in a second. So anger. If you experience anger, welcome to humanity. You are human. All of these things that humans feel and um, and go through is exactly what we're supposed to be doing. So if you are, good morning, Abdul. It is not morning here, but good morning, sunshine to you wherever you are. Um, so yeah, it's all about experience. All about experience, experiencing your emotions. If you've loved, if you've had compassion, if you've had empathy for someone, if you've helped someone through a certain time, congratulations, you are doing life. Like if you've been on the receptive side to someone helping you, if you needed help and you just couldn't get past something, or so you think, and someone helped you, congratulations, you're doing life. Like all of it is just the purpose of life is just to experience. So try not to dig too deep into like, what is my purpose? Because whatever you're doing right this second is purposed. Even the bad stuff. I had a conversation, I think it was just a Facebook conversation kind of with someone this week, about people being good or bad to the core, right? And it was like, um, I don't even know why I'm saying this. I can't remember. But it was like people being good or bad to the core. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And I said it. I don't. I think that the murderers, the pedophiles, this might be triggering. sorry, but this is what I believe. All of these people that seemingly do these terrible things, all into the core of their being are still a fragment of God or of source or of that consciousness. And so really none of it is bad. Everyone's core is good. Everyone's core is good. We may play out different things in our lives that other people may judge not good or that we're not good, but we are all good. We are all good. We are all source. We are all a piece of that, a piece of God or a piece of source, or however you want to say it. Um, let's see. I don't want to forget anything. So, so the main point of all of these experiences is to evolve. So, and that's what you do lifetime after lifetime. Evolution, right? So you come, you forget, you come to earth or wherever, and you forget who you are, you forget all the things, but you still have your spiritual wisdom deep inside your heart. Okay. So that's something that doesn't go away. So it's kind of like something that can still lead you, even though you forget who, that you're a magical being and you're powerful and you can create your own reality. And even though you forget all those things whenever you come into this life, um, you still have that spiritual side to you. And it will guide you and lead you to different places where you're supposed to go. So, evolution. Let's talk about so when you are a little less evolved, maybe emotionally, and which is what I've saw for my entire lifetime up until the last couple of years. Um, I saw this all around me. I saw it within myself, and I watched myself evolve and others around me evolve. Um, and what I mean by that is, let's say someone's feeling anger. Anger is an emotion. It is literally energy running through your body that you label as anger and you feel as anger because of the label that you've placed upon it, because of whatever may triggered the anger. Okay. So the trigger, so the anger, let's just say go out and you get into a fight because you're angry, or you yell at the kids, or you yell at whatever, someone, or you break something. Okay. So evolution would be going from that state, which I was at for many years of my life. I'm not saying any of this is bad or good or better than something or the other or anything like that. But when you are like this for a long time, and then you grow, the point is to evolve into being able to feel the anger and not do anything about it. Not do anything, not actually go out and do something to make it feel better. Not go get into a fight because I'm angry, not yell at somebody because I'm angry. Um, Instead, to just sit with the anger and breathe through it, maybe move your body a bit and let it out. Like the more you move, the more you breathe, the more maybe you can dance, the more you are aware. If you can become aware that look at I'm angry, so I've got this energy in me that really needs to come out because it doesn't feel good. I'm gonna dance it out. I'm gonna move it out. I'm gonna breathe it out. I'm gonna do whatever it is that meditate or whatever that makes you able to release that energy. Same thing with any other emotion. So let's say, what's another one? Let's say anxiety. No, let's not say anxiety. It could be anything. Anxiety, embarrassment, anxiety, heartbreak, shame, guilt. Let's say, let's look at shame just for a moment. Shame is like it's like a little kid hidden in the other room, hidden in the back room, that needs for you to look at it and to acknowledge it and to love it and to accept it. It's like a little kid. It's like its own little entity. It's like a little kid in the other room. It doesn't have much emotional intelligence, right? It just knows what it is, just that energy, that emotion. So it's like it's sitting in the other room, and if you don't look at it, it's just gonna sit there and cry and need you to look at it. So it'll stay. It'll just stay where it's at. It'll stay in your body. I'm doing the other room thing just as like a metaphor so that you can see that a lot of times we're not seeing what the problem is. Or maybe we know it, but we're not willing to accept it, or we're not willing to look at it. Maybe it's a shadow of some sort. So that would be like I don't want to say unevolved because we all do all of this stuff. Like none of us are perfect, but just to set the stage, just for the video's sake, what you would want to do is acknowledge the shame, acknowledge whatever's behind the shame, acknowledge the kid in the other room that's just like sitting down, embarrassed and shame. So you want to bring it on in, acknowledge it. Yeah, this is evolution. Evolution would be I acknowledge my shame. I love it. But, I give it love, sit with it, hold space for it. It's like a baby. Like, would you tell the baby, like, no, you can't come in, you can't, you're, you're bad because you're shamed? No, you would coddle it, you would love it, you would hold it, you would hug it, you would say it's okay to feel that, all is well, and you would stay there until it was gone, until it felt better, right? And in this scenario, it would be it's going to leave the body. It's going to turn into something else. It's going to transform. Um, it's going to alchemize. It's going to go to the light. So that would be like the evolution of it's just emotional intelligence. You know, evolving, right? So the bottom line is, how are you handling all of the emotions? How are you handling the stress and the sadness and the whatever it is that you're going through? Are you handling it, or are you not? Are you pushing it down, not want to feel it? All of these things that are from like that past energetics. Because right now, this new energetics is a system where all of it can be revealed, all of it can be looked at, all of it is um, is divine, all of it is balanced. Yeah. So that would be like your evolution, because as you do that with your emotions, because your emotions dictate, yeah, your emotions dictate your whole energy field, and your energy field dictates what's going to come to you in real life, in the physical reality. If you, and this is just manifestation 101, we're always manifesting, right? So it depends on what emotions that we're feeling, those things that we're going to manifest, right? um, Remember that whatever you feel, you're going to continue to feel more of, right? So if you can't get yourself to be okay with a certain emotion, then you'll continue to feel that emotion. And if you allow yourself to feel the emotion, dance it out, move it out, breathe it out, do whatever it is that you got to do, um, then that goes away and it lightens you up. It lightens up your frequency and your energy field. Okay. So, yeah, how to handle things. Okay. Um, I think the next thing is like starting to have like a realization, starting to detach from. Now you are on Earth, you are from Earth. You're not from, like right now, you are an Earthling. So trying to get out of your body, trying to be somewhere else on some other planet, or I'm a this or I'm a that, the Pleiadian, all of that's fine. All of that's fine. but you're not here to live somewhere else. You're here to live here. So, like, go outside and smell the roses. Go outside and look at the beauty all around you. Like, there's beauty everywhere. Go outside and smell the trees, sit in the grass, play in the dirt, put your hands on the ground and just feel it. And do whatever else you do, like talk to the trees, sit by the fire. Like, all of those things are very, very just beautiful things that people a lot of people don't even do. Like, a lot of people just sit in the house and don't really go outside and don't really appreciate anything. Like, don't appreciate nature or much else or other people. Another thing that is you're meant to do while you're alive here on this earth is to honor each other and to love each other. So, like, loving even the people that you don't necessarily like, to honor them for their uniqueness and whatever it is that they do bring, even when you don't agree with something. That's their truth. That's not yours. You don't have to agree with them. So the game is to allow all things to be as they are with no judgment. That is so it. I'm glad I wrote that. That is really it. Like, when you can sit and look around or look at something that's hard to look at, or like if you look at something that's hard to look at, if you can do that and just look at it and not necessarily like have a thing to say about it or a thing to be mad at about, if you can just look at it and know that this is just what it is. So I'm not saying that you can't, go try to rally or raise money or help in some sort of way, excuse me. Um, I'm just saying that, especially if there's nothing that you can do about it in the moment, don't judge it. Just allow it to be. Life is going to be some shit and some absolute gems. And it's just all that balance. It's just where we are. And for us in this earth school, we are literally just here to experience and to not judge all of the things that are happening. Um, yeah, and to detach from it. Detaching doesn't mean to give up or to not care. It just means that you're allowing and trusting and surrendering to God, universe, whatever you want to call it, source. That you're surrendering that to that energy, because that energy knows way better than you do on how to deal with things. That energy is gonna, that's like if you're Christian, how they say leave it at Jesus's feet. Same thing. You know, you bring it to the altar. You bring it so that a higher aspect of you and that divine aspect can be, oh, my cats are fighting. Um, so that divine aspect can sort of take it from you, and when you do that, then the universe will also bring you the things that are meant for you. And it may not be what you think is meant for you. You may completely think that you're supposed to do this, and the universe brings you something completely different. But the way you know that it's meant for you is because the frequency is so beautiful and so light, and and feeds your soul. Another thing you're here to do, feed your soul. Feed your soul, whatever that means. For me, going to the fire feeds my soul. Just being outside, touching the dirt, and with a fire around me, with a bunch of friends, that kind of thing just feeds my soul. Looking at the stars and sleeping outside by the fire, and just, oh my God, that feeds my soul so much. So find out those things that feed your soul and go and do them. Like, I think it's Bashar that always says, like, follow your highest joy. All of them say it. Abraham Hicks, all the channelers say sort of the same thing. Feed your soul, follow your highest joy. What does Abraham Hicks say? Um, path of least resistance. So it doesn't mean like only do things that bring, it doesn't mean only do things that completely bring you joy, like never go to work again, never do anything responsible again. It just means as you're going through whatever it is you're going through, if you have to go to work and you, whatever, if you have 5 kids and it's all kind of crazy, whatever your situation is, if you can, oh, my cats are fighting like for real. Like the hissing and the growling is just insane. They're gonna make it. They do this every day. Um, and now I forgot what I was saying. Feed your soul, blah blah blah. I apologize. I don't know what I was saying. So I have a comment that I don't really understand. Please, my help, connect the universe. Fast formula, please give me. I don't understand what that means. Please help. The universe, fast formula. Connecting to the universe? Like a formula to connect to the universe? Is that what you're asking, Abdul? If you're still there? All right, I'm gonna assume maybe you're not still there. Okay, so let's go ahead and we can uh, start the energy session. So if you have not done this before, um, what I do, I call it divine energy flow. It's a mixture of like Reiki, quantum touch, and a lot of just using my intuition through different hand movements. And I use a pendulum, and I use a little bit of sound healing, a bowl, and kind of whatever comes. So first, I'd love for you. So I'm going to do some cleansing with Palo Santo stick. A strange one. And what I need you to do is just lay back or sit back and just relax. Stay in the present moment. Try not to think about anything. Make yourself an intention to receive the energy that you need, because this is going to be a cleansing and a transmission of energy coming at you as well. So, just so I would make the intention to receive as much as you need, as much as for your highest good, as much as for the good of all. I'm going to cleanse myself too. You may hear some little noises that I make or see my hands do some things. It's all good. It's just the way that I work. All right. Sit back, relax. Really stay centered into this moment. Breathe. Just continue to breathe nice and slow. Just in through your nose and out through your nose. You don't have to do the mouth breathing. You don't have to sigh or any of that. Just really stay present and breathe. Hopefully we can put on some music. I don't think I hear any music. If not, that's okay too, all as well. And just close your eyes and relax. If you have some pain, that you can set your intention to try to help that pain. Thank you, Michael. I hear the music. Sometimes I will be moving, sometimes I'll just be sitting here, but I'm not just sitting here, still doing my work. In. Calling your guides, your guardian angels, sending masters, ancestors, anyone that you work with, come on in to assist me and my higher self into transmitting this energy. If you'd like, you can just stay where you are and use this time to meditate deeper. Give me a comment, let me know how you like this. If there's anything else that you'd like to hear me talk about, I'm so open for suggestions on topics. Um, or if there's something that even that you may disagree with what I said or something like that, that's fine too. I'm not gonna like debate or argue, but I love other people's perspectives. It's all it is different perspectives. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this since I don't really see any comments or anything like that. So hopefully everyone is just chilling and you can stay just like you are, go to sleep or meditate or just sit in the stillness of where your body's at energetically right now. Just thank you for allowing me to be here with you right now. I honor you and thank you. And I will see you next Monday here at the same time.